Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. But you know, I'm not the type of person to ignore happenstance. I am again a crazy religious person, so I believe everything happens for a reason, from big to small. I really do. I really think that everything really does happen for a reason. The reasons might not be that important, but I think there are reasons behind it nonetheless. So you know, yesterday somebody in the comments sent this incredible video of Matt Smith doing a press junket for his movie, which Last Night in Soho, which I know nothing about. I thought I quite want to see it. You know why I quite want to see it? Because Matt Smith's in it. I freaking really like Matt Smith, okay? I like him I loved him in Doctor Who. I like him pretty much everything I see him in. I even like him being interviewed. I just like Matt Smith, okay? That's basically where I am in life. Then that kind of dovetailed into another Matt Smith article talking about this Game of Thrones prequel, and he wants Rhys Ifans to be the next Doctor, who I know the freaking name, okay? I know the name. I know the face. I have no idea what I saw him in. Right? I have literally no idea what I've seen him in. So we're going to be reading those articles. We're going to be watching this incredible video, right, where Matt Smith comes that close to getting cancelled, right, and he misses that iceberg. So we're all very happy about that. And then you know, I was going to call this a rumor patrol video, but it's really not. Okay, it's just a couple of things happened together. And then this morning there was this genuinely bonkers article on Bleeding Core about Doctor Who, which I guess I'll just kind of shoehorn in there because it's really weird, okay? It's really weird. We can try and work out together what the hell is going on in Rich Johnson's mind, other than listen. What's really going on in Rich Johnson's mind? The same thing that's really going on in everybody's mind who was very, very, very big into the idea that identity politics is very important, and Trump was the worst thing ever, and Biden was the best thing. What's going on in their mind? The world doesn't agree with them. Reality, and they're melting down. These people are absolutely melting down. I think the repercussions for Afghanistan are just huge, and this is like one of the first waves of it we're seeing. That's the trouble with social media, right? You get to see inside people's psyche, people's state of mind, and there's kind of a snapshot, and they've all gone crazy. They've all gone completely barking bonkers. So there you go. So we got a lot to talk about. Like, share, subscribe. These are all very good things. I like to be liked. I like to be shared. And boy, do I like people subscribing to me. Now YouTube's algorithm, just weird, okay? Again, another thing, like Bleeding Cool, just freaking weird. I don't understand. Like, yesterday I woke up and there's like, I don't know, a lot of subscribers were missing. Like, boom, just gone, right? And like, normally when that happens, it takes me a few days. I just keep making good videos, okay? And I think they're good. Well, in my own modest self, I just try and, you know what? I'm not going to say if they're good. I try and make the best content I can make, and I hope that you see that. I really genuinely do. This is as good as it gets, okay? I'm at the top of my game here, right? This is top level. And then if you do that and you don't want to say, then you claw back what they took away from you, because for no reason. But then this morning I woke up and like I got a bunch of subscribers, but I don't understand. YouTube. I mean, thank God I'm not married to you. I wouldn't know if you want me to sleep with you or to divorce you. I don't understand, okay? I just make whatever you want, mate, okay? But yeah, promote my channel. That'd be nice. Like, share. Oh, they totally throttled the live stream on Saturday night. Whoa! It was like my lowest rated one ever. And again, you know how a video basically is going to do by, if you make something that's crap. And honestly, I don't put something out if I don't like it. If I'm like, it really kills me because I hate working when not doing anything that getting a result from it. But like, don't put out garbage, okay? It was just totally close. So anyway, what's the point of all this? Like, share, subscribe. Yeah, could you like, share, subscribe? That'd be fan-dabby double dozy. You can go and check out my Indiegogo. Oh, comment as well. That's another one. And you can go check out my Indiegogo. There you go. 2 freaking awesome graphic novels. Finally got all the files in for both graphic novels into the printer. Okay. Real story, genuine story. One of the books, Imperium, I was missing a page, and I didn't realize a page of the actual comic strip, which I think is quite vital, right? There's like a real plot point happened there. I can't believe it got to this far along the process before I noticed it. But like, thank God I double, triple, quadruple check everything. And the pages weren't lining up, and I was trying to work out what the problem was. So good news. Everyone, good news. You get the full book. So anyway, these things are going to print awfully soon. I'm really right now. Okay, here's the next jobs here are uploading the files for the extras, which we're going to look at in a second, and then, okay, the thing that scares me, the thing I really don't know how to do, I got to download a spreadsheet of all the backers and then make sure everybody gets everything they pay. Like, make sure the shippers know who's sending what they. So that thing is kind of freaking me out. I mean, I'll be able to do it. But like, that's the next job. And somebody's been like, oh, excuse me. Somebody, at least I didn't vomit. At least somebody's been asking me in the comments about their order. Hopefully I'm getting that spreadsheet thing today. So what is this? There's two awesome comics. We got biblical Bible stories, Aces, Creations, Rashness, Rogue. This was the one not missing a page, right? I wrote and drew this one. I plug it every day. It's freaking awesome. You'll love it. And then the Imperium. Come back. There you go. The Imperium, a love letter to Ted Lasso in the 1960s. Art by Dominic Rancho. I wrote this one. Again, I'll plug this one every day. This was all missing, like a vital page. I would have to reprint the whole run, right? If I published it without that page, I just can't believe I missed out a page. Anyway, so you get a bunch of extras. These are things being uploaded to the printers there. You get Noble Savages, a fantastic poster. And I'm going to, hopefully I'm putting an update to all the backers today that I want to give you another poster, right? You can have just choose whichever one you want, mate. You can have this one, a Bohemian in Time and Space. We have this one, The Eyes Have It. Next one, this one, was it Great Balls of Fire? It was called Reversal Polarity of the Neutron Flow. Wouldn't fit into the thing I was supposed to enter it into. And finally, we have Forever Young. So I'm just going to tell people whatever one you want. Just let me know. You get an extra poster. Why? Because you're awesome, baby. Why are you awesome? Because you back my Indigo gun. And I'm very, very chuffed about that. Then, of course, we get the for the male gaze cards. And these are things I can't wait to get in real life. Okay, these are also being uploaded today, hopefully. So we got Forces Female. I'm sensing strong emotions, Captain. No hanky-panky in the TARDIS. Oh, yes, there is. Buddy. There was totally hanky-panky in the TARDIS for Matthew Wardhouse and Andy Ainley. There was quite a lot of hanky-panky. And I guess he's worked out how to clean bodily fluids off black leather. Oh, black velvet, not black leather. Black leather would be too sexy. Black velvet. Black velvet's always creepier, isn't it? Like, yeah, I do think black velvet's a creepy material. I don't even think it's Citizen. Party like it's 1999 and keeping the British end up. So anyway, that's you can get all the extras on their own, or you can get everything. I'd rather you get everything, quite frankly. Fine, so let's start looking at this story. A bit of Matt Smith action, shall we? Doink, there you go. So of course, and this article was everywhere, like freaking everywhere. So I was going to go for Radio Timer. Screen Rat is my baby. Yeah, they're always there for me, right? They always provide. So how can I ignore Screen Rat in their time of need, or whatever that may be? Max Smith suggests House of Dragon co-star as the new Doctor Who lead. Well, listen, bit weird. It's a white male, okay? So you might not be true. So what's it? Let me just Google Rhys Ifans. I must have seen him in something, right? I mean, he's just got one of those things. You've seen him in freaking everything. Let's look at his Wikipedia. Okay, it's everywhere. Metro. Yeah, once your article reaches the Metro, you are in everything. Okay, he looks more recognizable there. Let's look at his feature films. What have I seen him in? Notting Hill. That's going back a while. She did a Oh, he was in Amazing Spider-Man. God, that was a bad movie. It was a bad movie. Deathly Hallows, he played Zovius Lovegood, editor. I don't remember that at all, but okay. Hannibal Rising. Yeah, okay, I've seen him around. Okay, he's been around. Notting Hill. If there were any TV shows I Because I think I know him better than this. Okay, but okay, nope. Can't find anything. Okay, so that's so he thinks he should be Doctor Who as co-star from House of Dragon. By the way, that has got Matt Smith in it. Makes me want to watch that show, right? It's like, here's the thing for producers that you really should know. You put Matt Smith in something, I will probably want to watch it. I even was kind of excited about that Terminator movie, which was garbage because they had Matt Smith in it. He ended up playing Cyberdyne, didn't he? The bad guy, I think. So Matt Smith says his House of Dragon co-star Welsh actor Rhys Ifans should star in Doctor Who after Jodie Whittaker leaves the role. So listen, spoiler alert, nobody's starring in Doctor Who after Jodie Whittaker. Maybe, unless they are, right? I don't think they are. I think it's being rested indefinitely, or as they like to call it, 5 years. By the way, the name's been bandied around a lot, which I kind of like, is this guy over here. Zoom in on him a bit. So he played Dudley in the Harry Potter movies, but he's Patrick Troughton's grandson. I like that he's got, like, he looks normal at first glance, but he's got that kind of dangerous look for him. What's his name? Harry Melling, right? So his name, I'm surprised it's not being bandied around more, because he's got that real kind of like Chaplin-esque dangerous feel to him. I think I could go for this, right? I think it'll be pretty good. But again, don't get your hopes up. I don't think there's going to be another Doctor Who, right? I think it's being rested for 5 years, which means ever, right? Or until there's a perfect storm of people behind the camera, in front of the camera, that want to make Doctor Who. And make Doctor Who be Doctor Who. And BBC is going to spend a lot of time licking their wounds saying, oh, well, it wasn't our fault. BBC cannot take any responsibility for anything. I saw this I'm going to look at it in my live stream tomorrow. I saw this incredible interview with Paul Gambaccini. I remember he was around in the 80s and 90s a lot, and how he's been talking about the corruption in the police force and how they get together with the BBC, and did he rip the whoever on BBC News interviewing him a new arsehole. And you know how he did it? By telling the truth. Right? Like, these scum do not tell the truth about anything. So BBC are never going to admit their faults. They're going to say, look, Doctor Who had a nice run. It went, 13, 14 years. It was great, but it had its day. Nothing we did. Netflix. Nothing we did. Netflix. I mean, really, I think this is how they walk around muttering to Netflix, nothing else. Netflix, stunning and brave. Netflix, stunning and brave. Doctor Who star Matt Smith and his... says his House of Dragon co-star Rhys Ifans should take up the role of in the long-running sci-fi show. It's interesting that he's able to say a white male now without being lambasted as evil. You know, I remember when the Reform Synagogue started having female rabbis, right? Somebody said it's not going to be long until there are no male rabbis in the Reform. They're a rarity in the Reform Synagogue. And he was totally right. 100% correct, right? It was, if you go to a Reform Synagogue nowadays, you're lucky to find a male, not lucky, it's a rarity to find a, oh, look, a male rabbi! Yeah, that's not particularly lucky. Yeah, finding a pot of gold, that's particularly lucky. Like a male rabbi's like, ugh. Can I do your taxes? I don't know, that's not that lucky, okay? But it's uncommon to find a male rabbi. Same thing here. I'm surprised he was able to suggest the bloke, right? Isn't that verboten in this wacky age that we live in? Should take up the lead along with the popular sci-fi series about a Time Lord and his companions battling alien threats through time and space. Well, it's kind of I guess so. Now, almost ran for that originally ran for almost 700 episodes between 63 and 89. The show was rebooted and revived. I know it doesn't make a difference to you normies. It does to us, right? Because it's just, we like things to be accurate. Revived in 2005, been running continuously since then. Continuously. Have you seen the Chibnall years? It's not so continuous, mate. Since then, Doctor Who Season 13, which will focus on a single story across all of the episodes, all 6 of them, is set to come out in 2022 and be Whittaker's final season of the Doctor. How many things do they get that wrong in that one line. Okay, no. It's set to come out in autumn 2021. And not September. It's not going to be September because the schedules for BBC America are out and it's not slated for September. So I guess October, right? Because once you get into November, you're into winter. Okay, aren't you at that point? So I reckon we're going to see it in October. I'm hoping they're going to... I don't know. I'm torn. I'm hoping they're going to do it over 6 weeks, but I'm also hoping they're going to do it in one day, right? So we can just get it over with. I just hope they don't. Don't make me binge it. Yeah, you know what I'll do? Okay, if they do that, if they drop it all in one day, I'm going to do a review of each episode on a daily basis, right? Until we're done with this turgid mess. Albino, you don't have to watch it. I'll tell you what happens, okay? Full spoilers. I'll tell you everything that happens, and you will be amazed with me. And if it's any good, I'll tell you. Listen, I think the Revolution of the Daleks, as Jodie Whittaker says, the Revolution of the Dalek, it was not as awful. I was nearly saying good. No. Wasn't as awful as the rest of Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who, unless Jodie Whittaker was on screen, and awful, just awful. And I tell you, the weird way that they made her completely useless. Like in that episode, she couldn't break out of prison, right? There was quite a good Paul McGann book written by Kate Allman called Seeing Eye, about when the Doctor was trapped in a prison for like 2 years. And he was just bored. He was just bored out of his mind, and how they kept him trapped there. This Doctor was trapped there for hundreds of years, and I don't understand. And then she went to find Jazz, and Jazz like, oh, I thought you were dead. I thought I'll never taste those sweet lips. Now again, that's not what she actually said, but she said it with her eyes, baby. She said it with her eyes. The show was revived, not rebooted, ignorant morons. Okay, yeah, so no, and then they're doing 3 specials, amazingly. And I have no sympathy for the BBC whatsoever, right? I hope this makes them look as idiotically stupid as they are. But the thing is, the BBC, they live in a world where they can't be wrong because they're the BBC. They're like... it's kind of like Michael Sheen, you know, if you everyone's favorite 14th Doctor, Michael Sheen. What was that movie? What, Frost Nixon is interviewing Nixon. Frank Lagana played Nixon, I think. And Nixon basically at one point said, "Listen, when the president does something, therefore it becomes the right thing, because the president, even if it's the wrong thing, even if it's illegal, it becomes legal, right?" So, and that's how the BBC think. They are weird dudes. Okay, fine, and we'll be Whittaker's final season as a Doctor. One reason Doctor Who has such long longevity is the fact that the titular Doctor has ability to regenerate form. Well, okay, we're going for 101 now. When one actor leaves the role, the Doctor nears death and gets reborn in a different body with remarkably different special effects than it was in the classic run. It used to be in the classic run, they'll just go, in the 80s, they'll go white and a bit swirly, and then they'll get up again after they take off the Harpo Marx wig. Basically that's kind of how they regenerated. Apart from, who was it? Tom Baker, John Baker, just a simple fade. What was it? William Hartnell to Patrick Troughton. Yeah, white swirly, and then clothes change as well. Patrick Troughton didn't see him regenerate unless you get that fan movie called Devious. You had like that weird Watcher regeneration with that weird kind of like weird special effect that like from Tom Baker to Peter Davison. By the way, the Blu-ray of Logopolis is a lot better with the updated special effects. It's a much more heroic death, right? You see him dangling a bit more on the gantry. It's I think it's better. It's just better. Then I think Peter Davison. Yeah, you also had that weird tunnel effect of the green, not even tunnel, just like things like with the the mask going, "Die, Doctor, die!" I'd love to do that with Chris Chibnall when Jodie Whittaker leaves. And then okay, fine. So basically, white swirly until the new series where they just stood up and went, "Whoa!" like that, bit of that, baby, and you're done. I kind of like the new one better, quite a bit. So in my headcanon, I reconcile that with regenerations get more powerful as time goes on. Right? That's but that's not canon. That's just my insanity making this fake show seem real to me. Okay, let's be real here. Fine. So they talking about the idea of regeneration. New series the new series began with the Ninth Doctor, played by Chris Eccleston, who will likely not be returning to Doc Time anytime soon. The preceding, yes, we just said his relationship with the BBC has not healed, and he talks about just very honestly, and I do appreciate his honesty, even though I don't like he charges way too much for his signature. That they just they lied and lied about the whole thing. They were very, very BBC about it, right? Very BBC. Was it new Ninth Doctor? Won't be there anytime soon. The preceding Doctors then were portrayed by David Tennant, Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi, and Jodie Whittaker. Well, 3 out of 4 weren't bad. You got 3 right. Why Matt Smith left Doctor Who? Because he wanted to. His time was up. Now Jodie Whittaker is leaving the show following the end of season 30. There is a question: who will be filling the Doctor's shoes? Nobody is my prediction. Nobody in the near future. During the conversation with the Hollywood Reporter about the role of the upcoming Edgar Wright film last night, so was Edgar Wright? Oh, I want to see that. Matt Smith who he thought should be the next Doctor. The person rose immediately to his mind was the Welsh actor Rhys Ifans, who Smith is co-starring with in the upcoming Game of Thrones prequel, The House of Dragon. I would love to see the pilot of the rejected prequel, Blood Moon, which was about, it seemed like to go full on 2021, right? Full on feminist weirdness, which we're going to be looking at in a minute. Okay, with his when he just avoided being cancelled, freaking incredible. I think who will be brilliant? A brilliant Doctor Who, Rhys Ifans, and honestly, I would take Matt Smith's opinion over most Doctors because I think his portrayal of Doctor Who, other than him being a very good actor, and I think generally speaking, a pretty together person. That's the vibe I always get from. Saw a great clip of him meeting, doing signatures, right? This was like 2013. And she met this, and he met this this woman who wanted to be an actress. And do you have any advice? And he stopped and he thought he gave really good advice, right? And it was really good. I just kind of like people being nice, good people, right? And actually genuinely being nice, good people, not pretending to be nice, good people, which is kind of the vibe I get from him. But then again, he's an actor, so I guess he could fool me as well. I don't know if we've had a Welshman yet. I'm backing Rhys. Have there been a Welsh Doctor? No, I don't think they have. 1 second. Certainly not William Hartnell, not Patrick Troughton, not John Pertwee, not Tom Baker. He's from Liverpool. I never realised he was from Liverpool till like years later. Peter Davison, no. Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy. We've had Scottish Doctors, but not Welsh. No, nobody from Wales. Oh, there you go. So, something different. Rhys Ifans doesn't have a lot of experience in science fiction genre, but he's a versatile actor who appeared in a wide variety of projects. I should have just looked at this instead of IMDbing him. Marvel fans will recognize him as the Lizard from The Amazing Spider-Man. Oh man, that wasn't a good movie. I think he wasn't bad in it. It was kind of just a nondescript role. However, he can also be seen as Micros Homer in Elementary. I didn't know that. Xenophilus Lovegood in Harry. Oh, this is Luna Lovegood's father. Okay, fine. Really? Could you get? Oh God! Everything's a freaking code. You got to try and solve. I can just tell me something. In Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Zanuck Hightop in Alice with the Looking Glass. I don't think I ever saw that. It remains to be seen who actually will be cast as in season 13 of Doctor Who. That's going to be Jodie Whittaker, right? That's going to be Jodie Whittaker. I'm like, what? No. like, was this a sobriety test? Like, was this person get like a brain injury and they're trying to like, you know, they're seeing if they can be let out of hospital again? No, it's cast in season 4, I guess season 14 of Doctor Who. However, it can't be that Matt Smith knows what it takes to play the role. That is true. So it's clear he recognised Ifans' blend of humour and pathos that the role requires. I think he'll be kind of like another Doctor that we never got, Bill Nye. Right, Bill Nye was high up on the list instead of was it Peter Capaldi when they bring it back in 2005. Not rebooting it, arseholes. No, reviving it. The Welsh actor might be a bit of a left field choice. I don't think so, but I mean, he's a white male, so yeah, the BBC are going to say no. But again, there's not going to be another Doctor Who, okay? I don't know how we can say this more clearly. I don't think there's going to be another Doctor Who. So elevate him to the level would really give him a chance to show off. I don't think he needs a chance to show off. I think he knows what he's doing, right? My guess it was doing. So anyway, so this dovetails nicely into this little video over here. Let's doink here. So it's was it A Night in Soho? He's being interviewed by well, you know what? We're just going to see it for ourselves, right? We'll watch it for ourselves. And you'll watch pure terror as he does realize he's about to be cancelled. Okay, but let's.
This movie suggests that nostalgia can be dangerous, and we live in a world, in a moment, where old and dangerous ideologies can be really dangerous for women.
Okay, no. Okay, what are you talking about, right? What are you talking about? What old ideologies are dangerous for women? Now, if anything, okay, the older gender attitudes come from a desire to protect women, right? It was considered unheard of that a woman would do any dangerous labor like work in a mine, like coal mine, or go to war, or like, or basically do labor in manual labor in any way, shape, or form. Right? It was all about protecting women rather than. So what dangerous attitude? Now I understand there are many dangerous attitudes within the entertainment industry because you're filled with very, very bad people that like to rape other people. Right? Let's be clear. This isn't the world. This isn't everybody. This is you weirdos, right? So no. So, but this is the lie that we all tell ourselves, and it's an incredible piece of propaganda we're going to see in action. With the answer here.
I would like to know, in your opinion, how can we break this chain?
What? Okay. What chain? What chain? Okay. In what way? Are women in any way disadvantaged in the Western world in 2021? Because they're a woman. I mean, especially, may I say, attractive, blonde, college-educated women, like this one over here, right? In what way? It seems to be it's just a sheer delusion. But yeah, again, this is how propaganda works, and it's mind-blowing. It's absolutely mind-blowing. It's the same thing. I haven't made a bit of a study of the Holocaust or World War II, and yeah, they did exactly the same thing. They just said, well, Jews were obviously genetically trying to bring down our pure Aryan race. Well, obviously we got to protect ourselves. It's just we're not even discussing it. Obviously, and it's the same thing over here. Yeah, no, obviously women are in some way horribly disadvantaged, and Matt Smith is going, please don't ask me. Do not ask me what I don't know what. Okay, but let's hear the somebody toe the party line first.
I think it's important to know that this isn't a battle that's going to be won in a day. And
what's the battle? What is the battle? Again, what rights do you not have? What door is closed to you? Again, what's the battle? Explain it to me.
Suddenly everything will be different. This is dismantling, thousands of years of patriarchal oppression. So it's going to take time. So I think.
Yeah, you could think that. You could think that if you're a moron that knows nothing about history and just wants to feel good about himself. Look at Matt Smith. He's like, oh, shit. Shit! How am I gonna get out of this one? She's talking crap! She's talking crap, and if I say anything, my life's over. My life will be over.
So I think it's just having a consistent pressure.
Yeah, look down, mate. Look down. Just pretend you feel solemn, okay? Look down. I'm a white bloke. I understand. I'm still good looking. So maybe that'll get me through this.
On different governments, and also on an individual level, I think, and being able to look at yourself and be honest about, whether you're contributing to the problem or not.
Okay, define the problem. What is this problem? That you are convinced beyond convinced. There's no discussion whatsoever. What is this problem? What is this oppression that you're experiencing? I understand. In the 60s, opportunities for women were not quite as open as they are today, right? That was about 60 years ago. It's like a few other things have changed as well. Really, I mean, do we wait till we find a payphone before we make a call? And do we have the old 5-pence bit? Do we have that? No. We don't. The world's changed, darling. The world's changed. And it's changed into you being in a delusional state where you can say, I'm a victim. Oh, that's the best thing ever. I'm a victim. I love being a victim.
And it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It just means that there's something that you can do better.
Okay, again, what? Citation, please. Citation.
And for you, Matt, how men can be part of this cultural revolution?
Oh, Matt, here, Mr. Smith, here's a grenade. I pulled the pin for you, okay? I pulled the pin. Have fun with it. Shit! No! Think, mate. Think, Matt. Think, please. Just come up with something good. Because they're going to play this in the future and I can get lambasted if I say bullcrap there as well. What am I going to say?
Well, it's a big question, isn't it?
Ooh, big question, mate. Big question. Let's I got to pretend this is real.
I mean, yeah, I think it's hard to add to what Anya said.
Yeah, whatever she said is perfect. Just perfect.
Really, but I think it is about a collective, universal sort of consciousness on one level, but as Anya said, on a sort of more micro level, it's about being mindful and proactive.
And super promising not to rape anyone, which I understand. In the entertainment industry, that's really a high level. But I say, in the comic book industry, they every 6 months or so they put out a thing saying, "Oh, we promise not to oppress anybody whatsoever and rape women." No, we super promise to do it. Yeah, no, okay, I don't need to put out a statement saying I super double promise not to rape anyone. It's kind of a given, right? It's kind of a given. You know what's weird? There's this guy who's just been cancelled because, essentially because he was right-wing. This comic book artist was working on, like, Hulk Universe or something, because he was anti-Semitic. They said he was anti-Semitic because he drew a political cartoon where you had a right-wing politician slaying his enemies, and one of them looked kind of like a rattish person. And so, it's incredible. It's incredible. They said, "Oh, look, that person looks like a rattish person. He obviously means he's a Jew, right? Because Jews are just like that." You kind of show yourself, kind of give yourself away, right? So, yeah, let's see how it finishes up.
About changing things in your own life and trying to be part of the solution.
Say something non-committal. Well done, Matt.
This movie.
All right, fine, forget it. Move on. Again, this insanity is not good for anybody, right? This insanity is not good for anybody. Speaking of insanity, Bleeding Cool then goes off the rails. Totally, okay? Absolutely, totally. What's he trying to say here? The new showrunner Doctor Who should be Ted Lasso. Now, I've never seen Ted Lasso, but he's a fictional character on an Apple Plus TV show starring Jason Sudeikis from Saturday Night Live, who I like a lot, right? Jason Sudeikis, generally, but it's Apple Plus. Anybody watching Apple Plus? I think there's maybe 3 people more than watching Paramount Plus. Xenophobia is an ugly thing. Yes, I understand. So, and for these people, this is written by Rich Johnson. Making a moral stand about something is the entirety of their life, right? Is the entirety of their life. With the news that the BBC were appointing a new showrunner and a new lead to replace Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker for 2023, they haven't announced that. They didn't announce that. They said, we're looking for, they gave some non-committal answer, right? Looking for radical change. They've had over a year to find somebody, right? Nobody new is just suddenly going to appear. I don't think there's going to be anyone, right? They've had over a year. Joe Michael Straczynski has thrown his hat into the ring. A long-time Doctor Who fan and acclaimed creator of TV shows such as Babylon 5 and Sense8. Sense8 didn't like it at all. I tried to watch it, and listen, even with Freema Agyeman having lots and lots of lesbian sex, didn't pull me in. And I really can't believe that that sentence just came out my mouth. But it is true, right? Even with that. As well as screenwriter of Thor and Changeling, and he's willing to A, take a pay cut, and B, relocate to Cardiff, where Doctor Who is being filmed, to take up the role. All this sounds good news to me. So now Rich Johnson just goes, he has to pretend there are people out there who are wicked racists, because it gives his life meaning, right? Gives his life meaning. But there's some who throw disdain at the idea that anyone other than Brit could be showrunner of a show like Doctor Who. I think it's probably easier if you're British, but you've really got to understand it. I don't think J. Michael Straczynski would have any problem whatsoever, right? No matter how much they love, admire, or have a career influenced by the show, at one point, Doctor Who was shown in more countries than any other BBC show, and it found cult fame in the US on PBS before a more widestream US appeal, courtesy of David Tennant and Matt Smith. But some voices claim Britishness of the show shows so much claim Britishness of the show so much in a. This is written terribly. Let's read this again. But some voices claim Britishness of the show so much in a way that they couldn't believe it could be captured by a Yank. Joe Hill, son of Stephen King, even pitched to write for the show, only to be told by BBC it would never be written by a non-Brit. If they were to start, they wouldn't start with him. Yeah, I think that's sounds like something from the criminal, the Chibnall era, the criminal era. But in case of such recalcitrance, it might be worth noting that reminding folk that the co-creator of Doctor Who and the first showrunner, he wasn't the showrunner, Sidney Newman, was Canadian. Yeah. Listen, I understand that you really want to fight wicked racism. There's none there. I haven't heard any. I'm big in fandom. I'm big into fandom, right? I hear things. No, nobody's talking about this at all. And a proper Canadian to boot, and such names as Jed McCurran, Michaela Cole, Sarah Dollard, Toby Whithouse, Mark Gatiss, Peter McTeague, all these are English, aren't they? Kate Herron are more proffered for Doctor Who. Joe Michael is at least worth addition to the feast of choice, but there is also also missing a very important name, Ted Lasso, and I've never seen the show. He goes off the rails. This is just being weird. The second season of Ted Lasso has been a bit disappointing compared to the glorious fish out of water first season, where American optimism and can-do spirit clash with the rightfully downbeat pessimistic British can't do so why bother spirit. I kind of want to see. Now you just took me into watching this show. Especially that utterly awful Christmas episode, which did Love Actually not once, not twice, but 3 times. And by the second season, everyone in Richmond Football Club had converted to Ted Lasso's way of seeing the world. That they had introduced a psychiatrist to see past the simplistic worldview and create such opposition to it. Again, this is an article about Doctor Who somehow, right? Somehow. Even as Team Richmond FC have produced failure after failure. Despite optimism, despite truth being revealed, it's getting clearer and clearer that Ted Lasso is a terrible coach, and you can believe all you want. If you don't get the goals, the club is going to go under. Is he talking about Doctor Who at this point? Right? And like, I think, is this a veiled way of talking about the Chibnall era? It could be, right? It could be. So what can you do to save Ted Lasso as a TV series? Take note from the glorious double punch TV shows of that were 2012 and W1A. The first starring Hugh Bonneville was a fake documentary looking at people producing the 2012 Olympic Games in London, focused on the failure of management of meeting culture, and a PR narrated aforementioned and of PR narrated by the aforementioned David Tennant. After the show, we got W1A, in which Bonneville's character failing upwards to work for BBC, still narrated by Tennant, accompanied by 2012's Jessica Hines. I think she's in other things as well. She was in other years other than 2012. And a brief return for Olivia Colman. There was no reason why Ted Lasso can't do the same. Jump from manager being Richmond Football Club after getting relegated again to another job he's clearly unsuited for, out of his depth and unfamiliar with. Ted Lasso, in his third season of his show, at least should become the showrunner of Doctor Who. I think this is a bit of a diss at Chibnall, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Picked by the Director General in an attempt to doom the show because it's too expensive and a constant political sore point of the corporation. The producers meet W1A, set in Cardiff, with Ted Lasso coming to terms with Dalek's inappropriate sexual conduct on set and the Welsh. Again, you want to talk about... I talk about John Barrowman, apparently. Speaking of which, by the way, Sean Biggerstaff has also been cancelled. Somebody sent me something yesterday about Big Finish. Sean Biggerstaff has now been removed from the website. And really annoyingly, I found out there was a Tom Baker story recorded with... what's the name? The Master that they cancelled because he said he wasn't like too T positive of the alphabet people. God, you know what we really need right now? We really need like a Dave Chappelle special to take the piss out of this world, right? I think we could all really use that. And I think he's honest enough; he can live with that, with the egg on his face, right? I think that can probably be part of the part of the comedy act. And the Welsh, and that is a TV show should be about for the next 2 years, not casting Ted Lasso or whoever this Jacob Zess's guy is, but insisting Ted Lasso casting Roy Kent as the Doctor. I don't know who Roy Kent is. I don't know. So yeah, listen, is he having a diss at the people who don't want an American showrunner, or is he having a diss at Chris Chibnall, or is he just seeing the world that he created burn around him, right? Is it that will go? I don't know, Dead Dream, but we live in strange times. I'm saying that a lot nowadays. We're living in strange times. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.